know what time it is. Steven's A-list. Oh, excuse me. Top 5 teams in the NFL. All right. Are we ready for it? Are we ready for it? Let's go to number 5 on the list. Give it to me. The Cardinals. Why? They were number 1 for the last several weeks, but damn it, when you lose to a team that doesn't have not 1, not 2, but 3 of his top receivers out, okay? And Devontae Adams and Lazard and Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and you lose to them, all right? You got to fall. It might not be out of the top 5, but you damn sure got to fall. The Cardinals should have handled their business on their home turf. They didn't do it. They should be happy. I kept them in the top 5, all right? Let's go to number 4 on the list. Give it to me. Bam! The Packers. Why? It's very simple. He's a bad man. I just had Jeff Saturday off camera talking about he might be an MVP candidate. You think he's a bad man? He's Aaron Rodgers. Somehow, some way, no matter the level of adversity, this man finds a way to keep you relevant and in the thick of things. The Green Bay Packers. Excuse me, boy, you don't deserve it. You really, really don't deserve it. Let's go to number 3 on the list, please. It's the Los Angeles Rams. Why? Excuse me, they're 7-1. Okay? They lost to the Cardinals a few weeks ago. But do you see Matthew Stafford, a legitimate MVP candidate? We see Woods, we see Kupp, we see this defense. Now they picked up Von Miller. Lord have mercy. Things are thick up in La, okay? Southern California, LA, SoFi, home of the Super Bowl. Excuse me, the Rams are doing their thing. And Lord, life is different from Jared Goff to Matthew Stafford. They're a top 3 team in the National Football League. They're not top 2, though. That would be this team. It's the Buffalo Bills. Why? Excuse me, one can make the argument, as Jeff tried to make last year, that they're the best team in the AFC right now. We've seen Baltimore struggling. We've seen Cincinnati come back down to earth. We've seen the Raiders, they're on a 2-game winning streak, but the schedule ain't been that thick. We see that the Tennessee Titans, they're on a roll, but they lost Derrick Henry, okay? I'm looking at them right now, and I say let's not ignore the Buffalo Bills, okay? They're rolling, they're handling their business. And number 1 on the list, number 1, the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys are the number 1 team in the National Football League at this particular moment in time. I had to take Tampa Bay out because you can't lose to a New Orleans Saints team with a 3rd-string quarterback, because that's basically what Trevor Siemian is, okay? You can't do that and be in my top 5. That's why I took Tampa Bay out. Plus, they got 2 losses on the season. But the Dallas Cowboys, led by a backup quarterback with Ezekiel Elliott splitting defenders and making key plays, with 2 guys on the defensive unit that are candidates for Defensive Player of the Year's honors. The bottom line is this week, although it's fluid, this week, the Dallas Cowboys have to be the number 1 team in the NFL. That is Steven's A-list. Holla at your boy.
Let me just tell the whole world what just happened. What Stephen A. did is he went after my fellow teammate, Marcus Spears, a.k.a. Swagu, to get him on his side. He put the Cowboys at 1. You saw Swagu's taking pictures. He's maximum fan right now. Like, you can't do that to Swagu. He can't even be subjective and objective right now. I mean, he can't be objective. He's already smoke screened him. He hit the fluidity on him. Absolutely. Listen, last week we didn't have an AFC team on the board. Yeah. He totally thought we only played one conference in the NFL. Finally, he comes back against the Bills. The Cardinals got beat with me and you playing receiver. And we got them at 5. The Saints just beat the world champions. They're giving about 18 points a game.
They got 2 losses in the season.
Hey, and with a 3rd-string quarterback.
They
just beat the Super Bowl champions.
They took it for granted. They took it for granted. They took it for granted.
No. They took it for granted. And J.J. Watt's gone, which is going to hurt their defense. Swagu. Don't let the Cowboys be the smokescreen, all right? Don't let the Cowboys bring it real. Don't let the Cowboys be the. He's confused. I can see it already. What do you got, Swag?
Jeff Saturday. No, hold on. How about the Bills at 2?
Yeah, come on.
The Titans just beat them, and then they beat Miami.
You already brought that up, Bob.
It was just like a throwaway.
No, it's not a throwaway.
He forgot we had the AFC. He threw that one in a second ago.
Excuse me.
Why 2?
I'm looking at the Rams. I let the Rams climb. I let the Packers climb. I had the Cardinals falling. The Cowboys were number 2 last week. I put them in number 1. I decided to include an AFC team because I look at the Bills and I say, compared to these other teams, they're right in the thick of it. I'm good with that.
Look at
Marcus.
I can't see nothing else after 1, y'all. I can't really I can't even. Jeff got me. I can't even really. I can't focus on nothing else. Okay. I've never heard of the other 4 teams on the damn board. Do they even play football? Do they even play football? Like this is. First of all, let me say this. Okay. This is a monumental day on the show called First Take. It's a monumental day on Stephen A. list. And I'm not going to mess it up about arguing about the riffraff from 2 to 5. I'm going to squarely focus on the fact that he has the Dallas Cowboys #1. Jeff, I know what he's doing to me, Jeff. I know he's setting me up for failure, but I'm a relish in this opportunity right now. Yes, big fish on the line, fresh dinner. I'm telling you, dude, because I don't even want to get into it. Here's what I will say, though, for the sake of doing my job, okay? When I look at this list, Stephen A., I really don't have many issues with it. Many issues at all. The one I have an issue with, obviously, is going to be the Rams and Bills. Right now, I'm taking the Rams over the Buffalo Bills. But you can make an argument for both. You can make an argument that both teams could be legitimately in that vying for that #1 spot. I would flip the Rams because of what I've seen from them since their loss.
Let me say this to both of y'all. Why I got the Rams and the Bills. Other than the fact that it's fluid. It's fluid. Okay, other than that, here's the deal. The road to prosperity appears to be easier for the Bills
100%.
than it is for the Rams.
That's a great point.
And so 100%. As a result of it, I'm looking at that road that you got to travel through the NFC, and the chances of this team advancing higher are bigger. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.